Alright, so it's just gone 1:05. I just arrived a couple of minutes ago and I did one of those typical put the camera further back and film yourself walking in and all that stuff. And I just spoke literally 5 minutes ago on the GoPro camera saying how much of a beautiful day it was, and there was rain scheduled, and how clear the sky was. That was literally 5 minutes ago. And then the sun just suddenly clouded out a little bit, and you can see that up there that they're coming in. So it was a good move to bring the Polish palatka tent. I brought half of it with me, so I'm going to pitch a half tent, and then I'm going to be doing my steak somewhere over here. I don't think it'll rain that hard to give me a huge problem with the cooking, but I think it's a good idea to set something up because the weather's a bit funny. It should have been pissing down way ages ago by now. It did this morning, then it stopped, and suddenly a really nice day. It was pretty cool. Prepared everything at home. The bread, the steak is marinated. It was marinated in the fridge. That's sitting on top of my rucksack over there, covered with bubble wrap, because you've got to protect your assets. And yeah, got to go get my chopping log from somewhere over there. Don't know if you can see it. Stashed away. Got my Bodger's mallet chucked away somewhere over there, hidden amongst the leaves. Welcome to urban bushcrafting. You got to stash your stuff around, you know. Probably have to pee on it as well, you know, just to discourage me from taking it. Camp setup so far. It's pretty cool. Should I do it? Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it. I guess I admit, you know, I cheated. We all cheat from time to time. So today I brought a bit of takeaway. So I have no birch in where I am, and if it does have, if there is any, it has none of this kindling on it. I mean, tinder. So I do get it from another source. Probably got fat with today. I think I might chuck some oil on there as well. That'll do. Eucalyptus. So I bought this off eBay. It was like £7 something. Don't want to get my hopes up. Comes with these like little stake things that are supposed to go into the ground. I mean, that's like 3.5 centimeters. I don't think it's going to do very much, is it? So make your own stakes. Steaks in there. Just put the grill to warm it up. Okay, so this is marinated for like less than 24 hours, but it's put in like 2 o'clock in the morning. Well, okay, there we go, 24 hours. Marinated in Guinness with a whole bunch of other things. I'll just mention it somewhere else. So here's another tinder option that not many people talk about. Hogweed. There's those little white sticky stems things. That's what I'm holding here. We had piss down rain all day yesterday, pretty much all this morning. I just got this right now, and I mean it's dry to the touch really. So there's another tinder option for you. Right now it's like November. I'm in south of England. Maybe further north they would have been on the ground and decomposing a little bit longer, a few months back or whatever. But collect it now and chuck it into your tinder pouches. Not long to go. I'm gonna have to switch the camera off for now because I've got like 14% battery left. So I'm not too sure how I'm going to be able to discuss the men's health issue, men's mental health, but of course it's a major cause. Like the guys all say, it definitely is a case of men are just too embarrassed to talk about their problems, and yeah, as the breadwinners in the families and stuff, there is a lot of pressure on us to get rent paid, mortgages paid, things like that. We'd rather be out doing things like this rather than serving the system, really, conforming to requirements of giving 5 days of your week away. It's just not natural. So although a lot of people will never admit that, it's probably an issue where, you know, it is inside you that you'd rather be doing things that you want to do, but society pushes us into this state where most people say, well, what can you do about it? Well, change your lifestyle if you can. I know it's difficult, but the main thing is there will be links in the description, and yeah, like they said, there are groups you can talk to, charities, things like that. So just take a look out for that. I may have people that I know who are suffering from mental illness, and they don't show it. Or you know something's wrong, but they're not talking to anyone. They're not dealing with it. So yeah, spread the news. Anyway, tagging people. I do have 3 people I want to tag. I have had a look, and it doesn't seem like they have any tags on this Show Me Your Steak challenge. So and Smoke following me up. So the first one would be Kentaro in the Woods, I think that's his name, Japanese guy. Second one would be Scotty's Gone Walkabout in Australia. So the first guy is from Japan, second guy is Australia. And who's my third guy? The Brazilian-born, American-sounding guy living in Sweden, so Nagalero. I don't think he's been tagged on this yet, which is weird. Or maybe he has, but he hasn't done it yet. So unless he just doesn't like steak. So those are my 3 tags. I hope I got all the names right. I think the first name I may have, but I think it's Kentaro in the Woods. Kind of a new channel. I think the dude's got maybe like 16,000 subscribers. Interesting stuff that he's got there. You can watch him carve a spoon with the exact same knife that I have, the Moro Companion, and that's all he uses, and he carves a pretty damn good spoon. So check him out. Scotty's Gone Walkabouts, Australian guy, doing stuff in the national parks in Australia, pretty cool. Interesting, different landmass as well. And then there's Nagalero. He's in Sweden, you know, birthplace of Bushcraft pretty much, and he does a lot of interesting stuff, awesome paintings and stuff, a lot of different things, so check him out. So there we have it. I'm a little bit worried that the marinade sucked up most of the salt, so I'm going to throw a little bit of salt and black pepper mix, cracked black pepper, and then I still have the marinade at the base of my tripod down here. I'm going to pour that on subsequently throughout the cooking period. This is pink Himalayan salt. It's really good for your health. A bit of a hippie stuff, that's me. And cracked black pepper. So the plan with this steak, these 2 pieces of steak, it's not all for me. I'm taking some to my family as well. And this is going to be a in South Africa we used to eat steak on rolls. We used to cook steak, slice it up, and throw it onto big bread rolls, long ones, sort of like hot dog rolls, but we go a bit more exotic than that. And I couldn't find a recipe from the things that I used to consume, the way I used to eat it, and it was my dad who used to make it. So I just tried to make what I could from what I thought it was made from. I looked online, saw recipes involving wine and stuff, and I was like, nah, way, not for steak. So I threw in bay leaves, garlic, peppercorns, half a big can of Guinness, obviously salt, pepper, all those peppercorns there already, bay leaves, I said that already, I think, oh, and then cumin, ground cumin. I think I put in like about a teaspoon worth of that, a little bit of dash of Worcestershire sauce, threw some soy sauce in there as well, so it's going to be quite an interesting mix. Alright, so that smells damn good. I just turned it over. There's still quite a lot of heat in there. I know you can't really see much going on in the coals. The rocks are definitely too high, so a few more minutes on that side, maybe flip them over one more time for a few minutes, and then I'm going to lower it down onto those logs, those larger branches you see over there, that you bring it low enough to cook it a bit better. And then I've got my chopping board here. Everything will be chopped up on there and put into the panini rolls. So like I said, it's a steak, sliced steak roll, just to be different. It's something we do in South Africa. It's quite common. There's another one called a prego roll, not prego as in, you know, it's inspired by the Portuguese people who immigrated to South Africa from countries like Angola and Mozambique after the civil wars there. So it's a South African / Portuguese thing, just like Nando's. Right, so here we go. We've got a croissant sitting over there with a few inside. Got this panini with some inside. Then those slices and that one piece, that's the trial piece, that's the munchy, check it out piece. I've already tried it out, obviously, and it tastes really good. Yeah. Awesome, man. So some of the filming was done with the GoPro in between because my battery was just about to die. The main idea is obviously, whereas for this, yeah, tasting good. Would like it to be a bit wetter. I don't mean raw, but more sauce on the outside. That'd be great. But try this out. I'll throw the recipe on my blog and on YouTube. Don't know what the hell, but I totally forgot to bring a brew or even a drink. I was heading to, I wanted to go to the off license. See if they had anything decent to drink. I did have half the Guinness earlier, but that was that. So I just had water today. Try the croissant out. That's cool. That sweetness with the butter and the saltiness in the middle, that's pretty decent. So